Are the Olympics a predictor of economic downturns? The Olympic Games have long been considered a symbol of global unity and athletic excellence. However, as recent history suggests, the financial aftermath of hosting the Olympics can be a forerunner of economic challenges. The next few minutes will explore the potential correlation between hosting the Olympics and subsequent economic downturns, examining various examples to assess whether this phenomenon is more than mere coincidence. Russia's Sochi Olympics and economic regression. In February 2014, Russia hosted the 22nd Winter Olympic Games in Sochi. The country had emerged from its Soviet-era shadow and had overcome the economic shock therapy of the 1990s to become an increasingly wealthy and well-integrated global economy. The Sochi Olympics were intended to showcase Russia's success on the world stage. Unfortunately, just 4 days after the Games' closing ceremonies, Russia annexed the Crimean Peninsula, leading to a series of events that resulted in severe global sanctions and an expensive ongoing conflict. This marked the beginning of Russia's economic regression. China's economic challenges following the 2022 Winter Olympics. China's experience with the Olympics provides another compelling case study. In 2022, Beijing hosted the Winter Olympic Games amid its first year of stagnant economic growth since opening up to global trade and private industry in the 1980s. This stagnation marked the end of an intense period of economic growth. Many economists predict that China's economic trajectory may mirror Japan's in the 1980s and 1990s, characterized by a burst real estate bubble and an aging population that strained national resources. Historical precedents, Japan and beyond. Japan's experience further supports the idea that hosting the Olympics can coincide with economic challenges. The country hosted the 1998 Winter Olympics during the Asian financial crisis, a downturn from which it has yet to fully recover. Looking further back, the 1936 Olympic Games in Berlin also had significant political and economic ramifications. France and future Olympics. As France hosts the Olympics amidst heightened tensions over a stagnating economy, it raises questions about the wisdom of such massive expenditures. With Australia slated to host the Olympic Games in 2032, it's worth exploring whether the Olympics are indeed a predictor of economic downturns. The economic trap of hosting the Olympics. Countries often host the Olympics during periods of economic prosperity, using the event to signal their success. However, this can lead to an Icarus trap where nations overextend themselves financially, only to suffer economic downturns afterward. For instance, the 2012 London Olympics cost about $15 billion, with $4.4 billion covered by taxes. When the event underdelivered, the financial repercussions were significant. Monetizing the Olympics, success stories and failures. The Los Angeles 1984 Olympics is often cited as a success story, generating a $215 million operating surplus. However, more recent examples like the Beijing 2008 Summer Olympics, which cost around $40 billion but only generated $3.6 billion in revenue, paint a bleaker picture. The argument that the Olympics can be a profit engine is increasingly questionable. Long-lasting benefits or temporary gains? While the IOC often touts the long-lasting benefits of Olympic infrastructure, the reality is more complex. For example, Sochi diverted $44.3 billion for non-sports-related infrastructure, but the debt and maintenance costs continue to burden the Russian taxpayer. Similarly, Beijing's 2022 Winter Olympics required massive investments in venues and infrastructure, with questionable long-term benefits. The social ramifications. The social impacts of hosting the Olympics can be significant. The Rio 2016 Olympics highlighted the contrast between lavish stadiums and nearby slums, while the Sochi Games brought unwanted attention to Russia's geopolitical actions. The 2022 Beijing Games coincided with issues like re-education camps and strict lockdowns, further complicating China's global image. Impact on global perceptions. Hosting the Olympics can influence global perceptions and affect foreign investment, tourism, and trade deals. However, the exposure is a double-edged sword, revealing both strengths and weaknesses. The 2022 Qatar World Cup serves as another example, where the country's controversial labor practices and massive infrastructure investments drew significant scrutiny. Conclusion: are the Olympics worth it? Given the financial, social, and political challenges associated with hosting the Olympics, it is crucial for countries to carefully consider whether the potential benefits outweigh the risks. While the Olympics can provide a platform for national pride and global recognition, the economic downturns that often follow suggest that these multi-billion-dollar events may not be worth the investment. By examining these case studies, we aim to provide a nuanced understanding of the complex relationship between hosting the Olympics and subsequent economic challenges. Whether this correlation is a predictor of economic downturns or merely an odd coincidence remains a topic worthy of further investigation.
As always, do not forget to like and subscribe to our channel, All Things Money, to see more content like this.